Someone to watch over me. Remember that song?
Of course.
It was playing on the car radio on my way in here this afternoon. I remember that my dad used to sing that to me. At night, when I was a little girl. You know, tucking me in. What I really remembered was years later. God, I must have already been out of law school, and I asked him if he'd sing that song to me. And he looked at me kind of funny, and he said, you don't need anybody to watch over you, Rosie, because you know who you are.
Do you think he was right about you knowing who you are?
I don't know anything anymore. I just know something's died inside of me. The ability to care. You know, really care about anything or anybody.
You seem to be very caring about your work, about your clients.
Maybe I'm just talking about myself. This feeling of numbness. Being alone. I think we all need someone to watch over us.
Living in time and feeling every moment. Do I walk into tomorrow and never look behind? In a perfect world, everyone's dreams would all come true. How will it all unfold? I wish I knew. As I try to learn the answer, and I stumble along the way, I am powered by the love in my heart, by the thoughts in my mind, by the dreams I dream each day. What will the future hold? I wonder, what will the future hold? How will it all unfold? I wish I knew. I wish I knew.
After careful consideration, it is the finding of this court that the defendant Joseph Gagliardi is not guilty on all counts. Court is adjourned.
Bingo.
Congratulations.
You're a magician.
It's just doing my job, Gags.
And Tiffany just makes glass.
Gags.
And Joe Montana just tosses the football around.
You were innocent.
You're killing me with modesty. Tell me just any lawyer could have done as well. Tell me.
Okay, I did a good job. A very good job. What? A great job.
Exactly. Rosie O'Neill, my ticket to freedom.
You're a compulsive gambler. You need help, Gags.
Help? Me?
I picked up some brochures for you from Gamblers Anonymous.
Well, this compulsive stuff, it applies only to gambling.
Of course not. It applies to compulsive drinkers, compulsive eaters. Here.
Compulsive smokers?
What?
You smoke a lot.
I do not. I've cut down to less than a pack a day. Besides, we're not talking about me.
Well, maybe we should.
Look, gags.
What? Those things will kill you. Gambling only kills you if you stiff the wrong loan shark.
That is not the point.
Well, how about this? I quit gambling if you quit smoking.
I can't just like that. Don't push me, all right? I'm...
Compulsive?
Who asked you?
A deal?
Absolutely. I've been trying to get her to quit since she moved in here. Nice score, Mr. Gagliardi.
Gags.
Yeah. Hey! Rosie, quit smoking!
Wait a minute.
Hey, you don't want to let down your fans now, would you?
Okay, Mr. Smartass. There.
Just in case. Just in case.
No, it is a reminder. When my dad quit smoking, he kept one last cigarette for 6 months, and he finally threw that away when he knew he had it beat. And he never smoked again. You're on. Now, take these home and read them, all right, and sign up.
No sweat. Oh, and thanks for everything. It's been a pleasure and a half.
Yeah, for me too.
You know, they've got Smokers Anonymous, too. I mean, you don't have to do this alone.
I'll be just fine, thank you.
Well, I'm only saying...
You know, how about Ulcers Anonymous? Do they have one of those too? Everybody's got a compulsive habit.
That's medicinal.
That is addicting. It even says so on the label. I think you might be covering up a deeper problem.
Maybe so. What is it you're covering up?
Of course.
Rosie, I heard about the smoking. Great news.
I should say, it's a filthy habit.
Oh, well, I'm sorry I offended you.
Not at all. I just feel that the air quality's bad enough outdoors without people poisoning the indoors.
Yeah? I smoked a lousy pack a day.
Congratulations, Rosie.
Thank you.
Please stay on the line for an important message.
Fiona, are you in luck? I spoke with Maxine Carlisle. You know, she's that fabulous interior designer that everybody at the club's been using. Well, she can squeeze you in this week. Helen put in a good word.
I'm so grateful.
Please call her tonight and make an appointment, or we'll lose her for at least a month.
Good.
Her number is 555-2167. Good luck.
I want interior designer. But
The key to any exercise program is discipline.
absolutely.
The first step is to formulate a plan.
Morning.
Maxine said she hadn't heard from you by 10 o'clock last night, so I assumed that you didn't get my message. Anyway, she has an appointment this morning in Santa Monica, so we just took a little chance.
This is going to be a real challenge. There's not a thing in this house I like.
I'll just show her around.
Mother! Would you get that woman out of here?
You told me yourself you hated everything in this house.
I do hate everything in this house, particularly Maxine.
You're very irritable this morning, Fiona.
Yes, I am irritable, Mother. I gave up smoking yesterday.
Sweetheart, that's wonderful. You know, when your father quit, he carried around a single cigarette for months. Maybe you ought to try that.
Then, once he got her into the alley, he threw her down the pavement. Then he told her to get up and go to work. When she didn't, he said, now it's time for Mr. Wright to do his thing.
Mr. Wright?
Yeah, his new gun. They always name their guns.
Cute.
Real cute. So the girl told Lonnie that earlier that night, he put a gun to her head and threatened her. So this time, she reached into her boot where she had a knife for protection, and she stabbed him. The rest you can read about. Now, Lonnie promised that she'd drop by County around lunchtime. So, Rosie, if you could get there...
I'll be there.
Thank you, Rosie. Morning.
Morning. Hey, Ben.
Yeah?
Where the hell did Lonnie go so suddenly, anyway?
Century City, big firm. A lot of bucks, a lot of glitz.
With no notice?
Zip. Well, what are you gonna do? Sometimes it happens. They can't face me. I guess our clients are not the only ones who are sometimes guilty, huh?
You don't remember being hit by the car?
After he fell over, I ran. Next thing I remember, I was here.
I already told you I don't want that crap pumped into me. It's not for you to say. Now you just leave me alone. Do you hear me? Get the hell away from me. You calm yourself, Missy, or else. Or else what?
Can't you shut her up? It's like a nut house in here.
Well, don't complain to me about it, honey. I didn't stab nobody to get in here. You did.
Hey, do you mind? It's okay, Leah. In this country, you're still innocent until proven guilty. It's all right, just talk to me, all right? We'll straighten this out.
It's weird, huh? You got my life in your hands. I never even met you before all this. It's like emergency rooms, I guess.
I guess. But, Leah, you've been charged with manslaughter. Now, do you know what that means?
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't know.
It means you didn't plan it.
Uh-huh.
And we can argue self-defense if you had reason to believe that your life was being threatened.
Threatened? He was gonna kill me.
How do you know that?
He said Mr. Wright was gonna do his thing.
Meaning his gun? Did you see the gun?
He ragged on me twice that night. I saw it the first time.
No, I mean this time, before you stabbed him. Did you see it?
Well, I didn't have to see it. I knew he was gonna shoot me.
Leah, did anyone else see or hear any of this?
No. But look, I'm telling you, he was just about to pull out the gun. I know it.
The police didn't find a gun on his body.
He was gonna shoot me. He was gonna shoot me.
Forget it, Deb. Not interested.
Take the deal, Rosie. Your guy's got a rap sheet so long it's divided into chapters.
Yeah, but this time...
This time, he was away on a religious retreat during the robbery, right? Even though 6 eyewitnesses saw him put the contents of the safe into a bag and take off down the alley.
6?
The parking attendants of the joint next door. You know, your genius didn't notice that the shade was up on the window to his right, so there he was, doing his deed, perfectly framed and beautifully lit in contrast to the dark night sky.
What are you, a poet?
No, I'm your fairy godmother. I've got a heavy case load. Deal?
I'll advise my client to take it.
Let me chuck one up for the taxpayers. What's left?
One more. People versus Davis.
The hooker with the knife.
The abused child. It was self-defense. She'd been brutalized by that maggot for over a year. All right? She's the victim here, Deb, so I want you to drop the manslaughter.
Oh, to what?
To nothing.
come on, Rosie. I could have gone for murder 1 on this one. You're lucky.
Oh, come on, Deb.
What, you tell me I don't have a case for premeditated murder? Hmm? She was carrying a lethal weapon.
For protection. She spent her working hours on her back with total strangers in a high crime area. What's she supposed to do?
Gee, I don't know, but she's not supposed to stick a 4-inch blade into the left ventricle of another human being.
Hector Medina was not a human being.
Hey, Rosie, some or not, the guy was alive until she stabbed him. And as you so frequently pointed out to me, you know, in this country, all our citizens' rights have to be protected, even those who aren't fit to spit upon, and whom you so frequently represent. So consequently, no matter how much I may sympathize with this girl and with you, I've got to stick to manslaughter until such a time as you have hard evidence to the contrary.
What am I, the maid? He's a detective. He's not the head of the CIA. I need an appointment with him. You people aren't the only ones dealing in life and death, you know? No, that'll be fine. Okay. Great, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Yes. Oh, hi, George. Anything? Great. How did you locate her? You're a pro. Can you meet me in half an hour? The hell you're not. Come on, George. I need you there as a witness in case Velma decides to disappear on me later. I can't afford to lose an opportunity like this. Or a case like this. Come on. What, so can you meet me in half an hour? Okay, thanks. Hollywood and Vine, right? Okay, bye.
You're a pistol.
Thanks. You're not in trouble again, are you?
I'm on my way to my first Gamblers Anonymous meeting, and I thought I'd stop by.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm proud of you.
So how goes it with the ciggies?
Still there.
All right, way to go.
So, good luck in your meeting.
Actually, I'm kind of nervous. You got a minute?
I'm really under the gun, Gags.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. I forgot. Not on the government tab anymore. I'll see you.
Gags. Sit down. What's up?
I feel like a criminal again. Like I did something wrong. I mean, gambling, big deal. Hell, the Romans shot craps at the foot of the cross.
Gags.
It's a natural human instinct. Take football. You got games coming out of the woodwork every week on TV. Teams nobody cares about. Cincinnati, Atlanta, Tampa Bay. I don't even know where Tampa Bay is. You gotta bet to make it interesting, or else you can't watch.
Gags, there's nothing wrong with placing an occasional bet. Or going to the track, or playing poker.
Poker, bunch of guys communing with each other.
Occasionally. An occasional drink, an occasional night out on the town, an occasional cigarette. But some of us, well, all of us can go too far and it takes over our life, you know?
I know.
Good.
Life is change.
Yes.
I read that only just this morning.
Yeah?
Want to go out?
They told me this was Velma's corner.
So?
You Velma?
Yeah.
So hop in.
It's more for two, you know, especially a woman.
Velma, we're with the LA Public Defender's office. I'm trying to help Leah. She's in big trouble, please. Did you see what happened with Hector?
No.
Please, it's important.
I don't see no action going on in here. No money passing hands, no business being transacted. I just see one of my girls sitting on her ass, still selling it.
I was just about to go, boxer.
You damn straight you going. You going back to work.
Oh, my. Oh.
Hey, pal, lighten up.
Guess I don't know my own strength.
Yeah, well, I guess neither do I.
Hey, my man, don't you take no pictures here. Got it? Unless you want to buy some prime high school stuff. Cheap. Best take yourself off my street, Jim. Now! See? Can't even give it away with you no more. It's because you're looking ugly lately. You better start worrying less about your friend and more about your job. Now move!
Velma, you don't have to go with me. Leah, we might have a hard time proving self-defense without a witness. Velma's not going to be able to help much. But if we can show that Hector abused you in the past, we might have a chance. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So did he?
What?
Abuse you?
I guess.
Well, how?
I don't know. The usual stuff.
What's usual?
You know.
Would he slap you or punch you?
Sure. I mean, like, he'd come into wherever I happened to be staying. 5, 6, 7 a.m. after I'd been working for him all night and grab me out of bed to spend the rest of the night at his place.
Suppose you didn't want to go with him.
He'd smack me around until I did.
So what else?
I don't know. He just kind of took whatever he wanted from me. Whenever he wanted to. That's just the way it is, you know?
Why didn't you ever leave him?
Yeah, right. And go where? Home? My dad's no better. At least with Hector, I got paid. I was hanging on the street just a few weeks and he noticed me. Out of everybody. And I started tricking for him. He was nice sometimes. Especially in the beginning. He used to buy me clothes, and take me places. Nice places. He used to show me off, did all kinds of things for me. He told everybody that I was his top-of-the-line model. And what's...
What?
Once he even said that he loved me.
Hector Medina. No, with a D. Right. Should be listed DOA Thursday the 11th. Well, then send over whatever you have. Thanks.
Hector Medina, the pimp?
The deceased pimp.
I defended him once. He was dealing crack, summer of '88. Triable case, few all-nighters by yours truly. I got him off.
Too bad you're so good.
Sorry.
What's that you're drinking?
Herbal tea. I'm trying to cut down on this.
How's it going?
It's a start. You?
Now I know when my father walked around scowling the first month after he quit.
Is that what finally killed him? Cigarettes?
Oh, let's just say it contributed greatly. My mother says he worked himself to death. How'd your dad die?
Heart attack. Stress finally got to him. My mother says he worked himself to death.
Detective Santos?
Yep.
I'm Rosie O'Neill. We had a
3:30 appointment. It's 10:04. I am sorry. We've been on surveillance.
Find anything interesting?
You're here about the Medina homicide. Medina. J.K.L. Lahner. Gilbert Lahner, the rapist. You got him off, right?
I'm here to talk about Leah Davis.
Hey, I just want to commend you on a job well done and prepare you for a possible reunion. There's been a series of rapes in his neighborhood. I wonder if maybe this time we might actually be able to incarcerate him for more than a week.
I wonder if maybe this time the arresting officer might actually follow the law and not falsify the evidence.
Here we go. Medina, Hector, Pimp, dead.
Do you know of a Velma Warfield?
Velma? Sure. He's been around for a couple of months, works for Boxer Dean, another real sweet guy.
Did you ever question her at all?
Nothing very helpful. Said she heard Medina spouting some crap to Davis. Mr. Wright doing his thing if she didn't do what he wanted. She can't build a case around that.
Thanks for your opinion. Look, I think Leah Davis has been abused by this guy on a regular basis.
Well, you get to go to the head of the class.
I beg your pardon.
Look, Miss O'Neill, these pimps, they treat these girls like they own them. These girls, they keep coming back. We get them off the streets, into a program. They're out there peddling for these guys the very next day.
They're frightened.
They're addicted.
They have no self-esteem.
Granted. Look, all I'm saying is that your girl, she finally snapped.
My girl defended herself.
Hey, that's your job. Now, believe me, I'm not going to have any masses set for Medina. Just one less piece of junk on the trash heap. But I got my job.
You didn't find any witnesses?
No.
Leah told you that Medina had already threatened her with a gun earlier that evening, didn't she?
Yeah.
So?
So, when I rolled Medina over, he had her knife in his chest. No gun on his person.
Where's Mom?
On her way.
Man, I actually got to one of her 5 o'clock dinners before she did.
Hi.
Hi.
Want something to drink?
Yes, a club soda, please. You know, I've been here 1,000 times. I've never sat on this side. Funny, huh?
You're in the no smoking section.
Well, no wonder I could see your face across the table.
So how's it going, the smoking?
I get cravings, I get headaches. I get hungry. Mostly I get depressed. It's been 2 days.
It's called withdrawal.
Fine. I really shouldn't be doing this right now, Doreen. I feel lousy. I've already turned my life inside out and upside down. Everything about it has changed, but
Everything about it has changed, but you. You're still doing exactly the same thing you've always done.
That is not true.
Okay. This time it's for a better cause. Instead of saving corporations, you're saving lives. But it's still about everybody else. You feel lousy, honey, because you never take care of yourself.
Hi, Mom. Hi, darling. Sorry we're late.
Maxine,
You're so busy these days, I thought I would take advantage of having you captive.
I'm so pleased to be here.
And this is Doreen.
Oh, Fiona's younger sister.
Hello.
Maxine is so excited about redoing this house.
It's a real challenge.
Oh, that will be Deirdre Moore. She has to make her fabric selections today. Well, thank God for beepers. While I'm on the phone, you can look at some color samples. Now, we have to find a palette that is just gonna suit you. Now, if it was last year, I'd say let's do southwestern tones, but, well, I swear all of Southern California's beaten us to it. If I see one more rust on turquoise, I think I'll scream.
Me too. I needed to end my day with a change of reality.
Well, you certainly came to the right place.
I wonder what she'll be when she grows up.
A lawyer.
God forbid.
That's what you always wanted to be.
I know. You wanted to be a model.
I thought I wanted to be a doctor, like Madame Curie.
No, that was later. First, you wanted to be a fashion model. You used to put on Mom's negligees, and we used to have to watch you parade around the house while you announced every outfit. Doreen is wearing a flowing pink peignoir with matching marabou-trimmed mules.
Great being a kid. All dreams, no reality.
Yeah. It all starts out so magically. All that hope for the future.
Sometimes I stare at her and I play out her life in my head. It all goes perfectly and without a hitch.
I wonder what'll really happen. She'll grow up. And with any luck, it'll turn out somewhat like you planned. She looks so fragile lying there.
Hi, honey. Oh, sweet. Don't cry. Oh, Aunt Rosie's here. Yes. And she quit smoking just for you. So she can be around to see you when you go to college.
My sweetheart. Hello? When? Well, how'd you find out? Okay. All right, I'm on my way. All right, bye.
Roland is a trick of mine. He's a regular, kind of nice. I meet him every Thursday, 9 o'clock at the Palace Motel. That's where they picked us up. Anyway, he just told me that he saw what happened with Leah the first time with Mr. Wright. But I just don't know if he'll admit it to you.
Thanks, Connie.
She looks like she's 11 years old, and you're telling me that you didn't think she was a minor? Hey, George.
How you doing, Jen?
You're with the lawyers now. You gotta dress up more, like they do.
We're undercover.
I'd like to talk to Mr. Conway.
I'd like to talk to Mr. Conway myself, but I've saved the good stuff until we're all together. You know, it's so rare that we get to work closely like this. Mr. Conway, Miss O'Neill. She's a public defender, and she'd like to ask you a few questions, and I'd like to listen. It is my office.
Mr. Conway, I have reason to believe that you were an eyewitness to events which could help my client, Leah Davis.
I can't get involved in this. My wife...
Mr. Conway, you already are involved. I'm about to book you for raping a minor.
I need a lawyer.
I told you, it's your right. Call one.
I can't. He's my wife's brother.
Well, how about Miss O'Neill here? She's free. She came all the way the hell down here.
I can't tell you anything.
Could I speak to you privately? Look, Santos, offer the guy a deal. He's not the issue. If he has some information that can help Leah, we all win, don't we?
He was making it with the juvie.
John, does this guy have any priors?
Clean as a whistle. Works in a bank, pays his taxes.
You know, you told me once, there's some people, you drag them into the station house, you print them, you speak roughly. They do a 3-year sentence in their head, right there on the spot. And it's the best rehab there is. Remember?
You got a memory like an elephant.
Does Roland Conway qualify?
I haven't booked you yet, so it may be in your best interest to tell us anything that you know about Leah Davis and Hector Medina.
If my wife finds out about this,
Mr. Conway, if I subpoena you and this goes to trial, there's going to be a whole lot of publicity. Now, let's see if we can avoid that.
I was waiting for Velma. She was late. A car pulled up by the alleyway with 4 or 5 men in it. They let Leah out. She'd been roughed up. Just then a pickup truck with 3 men back in the open part pulled up. Hector was kind of directing them, like a traffic cop. He told Leah to get in, but she said no. So he pulled her into the alleyway. That's when he put the gun up to her head, hard, and said,
What did he say, Mr. Conway?
he said, "You do it, or Mr. Wright here." And he tapped the gun. Or Mr. Wright will have to do his thing. And then he smiled and said, he told her they call it Mr. Wright because the bullet goes right through your brains, comes right out the other side.
And then what happened?
She got in the truck. I think she scraped her knee when they hauled her up.
Were those his exact words?
What?
Hector, were those his exact words to Leah?
Yes. Exact. I could never forget.
But Roland Conway saw Medina put the gun to Leah Davis's head at 9:15. Medina wasn't killed until 10:45. Now, you don't wait an hour and a half to stab someone and then call it self-defense.
No, you don't. And by itself, Roland Conway's statement will not give me what I need.
Well, then what are you doing bugging me 5 minutes before a hearing, Rosie?
Because Velma Warfield heard Medina tell Leah that Mr. Wright was going to do his thing moments before the stabbing. And the two statements combined paint a very distinct picture.
No, I don't know.
She's a battered woman, Deb. Her perception of danger is a hell of a lot different than yours or mine. She had been conditioned. That bastard Medina had been beating her up for over a year. And she knew he referred to the gun as Mr. Wright. So when he threatened to do his thing, whether he was pointing the gun at her head at that point or not, she thought she was in imminent danger and feared for her life.
And she used reasonable force to defend herself, that's what you're saying.
Well, what would you say?
I'd say that I might have a little problem if you were to present this argument to a jury.
Well, I'd say you might have a big problem when told under oath by a respectable businessman, who, by the way, will probably have to go through a painful divorce and lose his job if you force me to put him on the stand. Not to mention Velma and Leah's testimony. You really want to try this case?
No, I never wanted to try this case. I had no choice.
Well, now you do.
Mr. Wright, huh? Ooh, that son of a bitch. Case dismissed.
Hey, Rosie. Got a present for you.
It's not Christmas yet.
Right, but by then you'll be on your way to peak pulmonary capacity.
A jump rope? I haven't had a jump rope since I was 12 years old. I used to be the uncontested rhyming champion on my block.
Yeah, well, let me show you how to do it without the rhyming. See, jumping rope is great for the wrists, the calves, the thighs, and it's great for cardiovascular. Counteract that thick black crud's been building up in your lungs all these years.
Thanks for the file, Rosie. It didn't help, but I appreciate the effort. Getting ready for the bout with Tyson, I see.
Moron. Okay, Rosie, your turn. Just kidding. Look, you start slow, you get up to about 100 of those in 5 minutes, you'll be on your way.
Yeah, to the morgue.
Look, you're only 44. Get in shape. All this exercise made me thirsty. You want some herbal tea?
No, thanks. But thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Rosie? Congratulations on the Davis case.
Well, it's not over yet.
Meaning?
I'm entering them in a program for abused kids who live on the street. I'm taking them over there myself later this afternoon. I'm hoping that I can at least get their lives pointed in the right direction.
Actually,
I know what you're gonna say. Don't get personally involved. You're a lawyer, not a social worker, and I know that. But I can't go to the wire to save a life and then just watch it slip away again. I will not make a habit out of this, but the girl needs a break. They both do.
Are you finished?
Yes.
I was going to say that I myself, once or twice, have gone out on a personal limb for a client after the case was over.
And?
Well, let's see. One is doing 15 to life at Folsom. Of course, another is a very successful architect with 3 children who is married to my cousin Lois.
Oh, Rosie, your decorator called. She wants to know what color you've decided on. Bar Harbor beige, Persian violet, or primrose.
I'll get back to her. What?
Definitely primrose.
What do you mean gone?
Gone.
When did they leave?
Hour, maybe.
I don't believe this.
See for yourself. Room 201. It's open.
Do you have any idea where they might have gone to?
How the hell would I know?
Where's 201?
It's right next to 202.
I knew you'd still be here. I felt it in my bones. You know, these gambling people, they got a method. When you feel the need to gamble, you're supposed to pick up the phone and call your guy. Well, I'm walking down Wilshire and I see this travel ad. 3 days, 2 nights in Vegas, some ridiculous price. And suddenly, I feel the need. But I'm trying hard. So, I dig out some change, find the phone, go to call my guy, only I left the contact sheet at home. So I take a chance, shoot downtown, here you are, I'm yapping a mile a minute, and son of a gun, I swear, I don't any longer feel the need to gamble. You know, maybe this talking method works. Thanks, Rosie. So how's the smoking going? You want to talk about it?
Yeah, actually, I do. You know, these things feel so good going down. It's like a warm surge, you know, especially when I'm tense. But to tell you the truth, the first one every day always makes me a little sick. I think I only took up smoking because my dad did. Thanks, Gags.
Jojo. I'm turning over a new leaf all around.
Well, thanks for coming by, Jojo. I'm going home now, and I'm going to exercise, and I'm going to be around when baby Rose graduates from college someday.
Baby Rose?
Yeah, it's my niece. It's my namesake. What's so funny?
Well, in 1983, I put $100 to win on a chestnut filly named Baby Rose. It was like the most unbelievable experience of my life. I got right at the finish line with my friend Dyson McGrath. My Irish guy, you want it? Where I stand and leave it.